Welcome back friend. In this video we'll discuss about the ID3 algorithm to construct decision tree. Now the ID3 technique is to build a decision tree is based on information theory and attempts to minimize the expected number of comparisons. Now the basic idea of the ID3 is to ask question whose answers provide the most information, that is to choose splitting attributes with the highest information gain first. Now to implement it, we should know one term, entropy. Now the concept used to quantify information is called entropy, and entropy is used to measure the amount of uncertainty or surprise. So if entropy is equal to 0, that means when all data in a set belong to the single class, that is there is no uncertainty. The main objective of decision tree classification is to iteratively partition the given dataset into subset where all elements in each final subset belong to the same class. Let two class labels are there, say class label yes and class label no, and probability of class label yes is equal to say p or assume p1, and definitely probability of class label no is what? It should be 1 minus p, or we assume it is p2. So we can represent, that means what? So probability of yes plus probability of no always should be 1, or p1 plus p2 always should be 1. So we can represent the surprise like this way. Say there is a graph and minus log p base 2. So p is the probability, and we can display the surprise like this way. Similarly, we can get the expected information, relationship between expected information and surprise. So expected information means what? Say p log p is the expected information, so it will be like this. So this is what our surprise. But expected information of two events. Okay, now here only one event is there. Expected event of two events, that means we can merge this one. So we can write p1 log p1 minus p2 log p2. It will be like this one. So when both are same, it will be maximum. So it will be the maximum when two are equal to it. So we can represent this one like this way. Summation of 1 to say d number of class level. Okay, pi log pi. Now the definition of the entropy. So through this calculation we can quantify the surprise or uncertainty. So for the given probability p1, p2 to pd, d is the number of class level where summation of 1 to d pi is equal to 1 like this, then entropy is summation of 1 to d pi log pi base 2. So in this way we can quantify the amount of surprise or uncertainty. Next we'll talk about the gain. Now ID3 chooses the splitting attribute with the highest gain in information. Now gain is difference between how much information is needed to make a correct classification before the splits versus how much information is needed after split. So what is gain? So gain is what? How much? What is gain? how much information is needed to make a correct classification before split minus how much information is needed after split. That means what? The entropies of the original data set, that is so entropy of the original data set minus weighted sum of the entropies from each of the subdivided data set using attribute A. That is, we can write info D, D is the whole data set, minus info A D. So what is D? D is the whole data set, and what is A? The attribute, the splitting attribute. So info D is average amount of information needed to identify the class level of a row in a data set D, and info A is how much more information would still need in order to arrive at an exact classification. So info D is what? It is an entropy. So already you know the formula of the entropy. Okay, so through this particular formula we can measure, we can quantify the surprise or uncertainty. So we can see here what is info D. Info D is a entropy of the original data set. So how to measure it, how to calculate it? So minus I is equal to 1 to D pi log base pi. Okay, and what is info AD? So it is a weighted sum of the entropies from each of the subdivided database set using attribute A. So weighted sum, that means summation of j is equal to 1 to splitting part, number of that particular step by total number of data into info dj. Okay, so this is what our gain for attribute A. And how to use this particular information? Say we have a 3 attributes, say A1, A2 and A3. So we have to identify gain for A1, gain for A2 and gain for A3. Okay, and suppose this one is the maximum value. So select the attribute AI with the highest gain, identify the maximum one and use as a splitting criteria. So you have to start the tree using A2 and then go further. Next we will see one simple example to explain the ID3 algorithm. A table is there where only 14 data are there. So up to 14 data are there, and the attributes are high school marks, college marks, sports interested, communication skill, and the class level is what? Campus job. So these are the input features. These are up to that is the input features. And we divide the marks like this way. If the marks is less than 60, it is low. If the marks is in between 60 to 80, it is medium marks. And if the marks is in between 80 to 100, then it is highest mark. So high school marks, so low, medium, college marks, high marks, medium marks, low marks. Sports interested, no, yes or no, whether the person is interested in sports or not. Now communication skill, good or excellent. So based on that, and it is what already it is a ID3 is a classification technique, that means it is a supervised technique, that means the class levels are already there. So this is the class level. So using this particular table data, we have to construct a decision tree using the ID3 algorithm. So already you know that we have to calculate the gain. So to calculate the gain, we have to identify the info D. So that is the entropy of the original data set minus the attributes. So we have to identify that total data is 14. So total yes is what? 9 and total no is 5. So probability of yes, that is P1, is equal to what? 9 by 14, and probability of no, that is what? 5 by 14. So info D, how to calculate info D? So minus summation I to D pi log pi. So minus P1 log P1 minus P2 log P2. So what is P1? 9 by 14. So total yes are there. How many yes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And how many no are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 no's are there and 9 yes are there. So what is the probability of getting yes? P1 9 by 14 and total is what? 9 plus 4 14 and probability of no it is what? 5 by 14, basic probability concept. So 9 minus 9 by 14 log 2 9 by 14 minus 5 by 14 log 5 by 14, that is 0.940. And generally we use bits to represent the unit. Next we have to check each and every attribute one by one. So starting with the high school marks, starting with the high school marks, you can see how many we have to construct a table. So it will be better if you can construct a table, easily we can calculate. Now in high school marks, low, medium and high, three types of attributes are there: low, medium and high. So low, medium and high. So how many lows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so total 5 lows are there. How many mediums are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 medium are there. How many highs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 highs are there. Now if it is low, how many times it is no and how many times it is yes? So if it is no, if it is low, how many times it is no? So 1, 2, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 3. So 3 times it is no and remaining should be the yes. So 2 times should be the yes. So if it is no, low, it is yes 1, yes 2. So 2 yes are there. Similarly, if it is medium, how many yes are there? So if it is medium, how many yes are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so 4 yes are there. So total medium 4 are there. So definitely no should be 0. Similarly, how many yes are there? So 3 yes. So if it is high, yes 3 yes are there and 2 yes are there. So we have to calculate. You have to use this particular formula to get the weighted sum of the entropy for each of the subdivision data set. So weighted sum of the entropy. Now here attribute is what? Here it is A. That means it is high school marks. So info D is the entropy of the original data set and info A D is what? Weighted sum of the entropy of each attribute A. So we have to calculate the high school marks. So you can see here. So if you use high school marks, that means what? J is equal to 1 to splitting. So 3 are there, low, medium and high, and total dj by d. So what is dj? dl is what? Mod of dl 5, dm is what? 4 and dh is what? 5. And total data is what? D mod d is what? Total data. So total data is what? 14. That means total number of rows it is 14. So dl is, so if it is yes and low, so what will be the probability? So 2 by 5 yes and 3 by 5 no. If it is medium, it will be what? 4 by 4 and 4 by 4 and 0 by 4. Similarly, if it is high, then 3 by 5 and 2 by 5 no. So these are the probability of yes, these are the probability of no. So dl by d. So total dl, how many data there? So here you can see total data 5, 4 and 5. So 5 by 14 into minus 2 by 5 log 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5 log 3 by 5 plus total data 4. So 4 by 14 minus 4 by 4 log 4 by 4 minus 0 by 4 log 0 by 4 plus total data 5. So 5 by 14 minus 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 log 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5. So 2 by 5 log 2 by 5. So if you calculate this one, you can get the answer 0.694. So next we have to calculate the gain. So what is the info D? Info D we have calculated 0.940. So 0.940 minus info high school marks, it is 0.694. So 0.694. So the subtraction is what? 0.246. So similarly, you have to calculate the other calculation. So here, if it is a college marks, the gain is here 0.029. If it is communication skill, it is 0.151, and if it is a sports interested, it is 0.159, and for communication skill, it is 0.048. So if this is the case, so which is the maximum? So the maximum is high school marks is the maximum. This is the maximum. So we have to select high school marks as a first splitting attribute. Here high school marks is used as a splitting attribute. Now three classes are there, three types of marks are there. So low marks, high mark, medium marks, and the high marks. So if the marks is low, mixed class levels are there. Here yes and no are there. But if it is medium, if the high school marks is medium, the all the class levels are the same, and we can assign this as a leaf, as a class level. But if the high school marks is high, here also the class levels are mixed. The class levels are belong to the same to different class. So we after that, after if it is L, if the high school marks is L, then we have to decide which attribute we have to select as a splitting attribute. Now we have seen our original database. Here in if it is low, then attribute first row, second row, 8th tuple, 9th tuple, and 11th tuple we have to collect. So we have collected first, second, 8, 9 and 11 tuple from the original database where all the high school marks are low. Now the remaining attributes are, so this is what our D1. This is nothing about our D1. These are the attribute features and this is our class level. So campus job is a class level and the remaining attributes are college marks, sports interested and communication skill. Now first of all you have to identify the info D1. Okay, so the formula is what? Is minus summation of I is equal to 1 to D pi log pi. So what is pi? So two class level are there. So yes and no. So how many yes are there? So we can see 2 yes are there and 3 no's are there. So what is the entropy D1, info D1? So minus 1 by 2 log 2 by 5 minus 3 by 5 log 3 by 5, that is 0.971. This is our info D1. Now after that we have to first of all we summarize all the attributes with the yes and no. So if it is college marks, then high, low, medium. If it is college marks, then high, low, medium are there. So how many high are there? 0 high, no 2. Low 1, no 0. Medium yes 1, no 1. So for the college marks, we have to identify the entropy. So 2 by 5. So 2 by 5. 5 is what? Total number of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 by 5 into 0 by 2 log 0 by 2 minus 2 by 2 log 2 by 2 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 1 log 1 by 1 minus 0 by 1 log 0 by 1 plus 2 by 5 minus 1 by 2 1 by 2 log 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 log 1 by 2. If you solve it, you can get the answer 0.4. Similarly, for the sports interested, so if yes, sports interested yes, so 2 yes are there and no is there. Similarly, if sport interested no, you can see here. If sports interested no, all are no's. So all are no's, no yes is there. So 2 and 3. So sports interested, for that we can identify the entropy. So info sports interested. So 2 by 5 minus 0 by 2 log 0 by 2 minus 2 by 5 log 2 by 2 plus 3 by 5 minus 0 by 3 log 0 by 3 minus 3 by 3 log 3 by 3, and if you solve it, you can get the answer 0. Okay. Next is communication skill. So in communication skill, we can say if communication skill is good, if communication is good, so communication is good, then 2 no's and 1 y is there. 2 no and 1 yes is there. And if communication is excellent, so 1 yes, 1 yes, 1 no is there. So 1 is 1 no is there. So the entropy will be, you can see this one. So 3 by 5 minus 1 by 3 log 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3 log 2 by 3 plus 2 by 5 minus 1 by 2 log 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 log 1 by 2, and if you solve it, we can get the answer 0.951. Now we have to identify the gain. So gain is what? The entropy of the whole database. Okay, so which is nothing but 0.971. So 0.971 minus, if it is college marks, it is 0.4, that means 571. And if it's sports interested, it is 0.971 minus 0, just we have identified 0, it is 0.971. okay. And if it is communication skills, so 0.971 minus 0.951, it is 0.02. So out of this, this is the maximum. So this value is maximum for the attribute sports interested. Okay, so after that, if high school marks is low, we have to put the attribute the sports interested. So if you put the sports interested has sports interested, then we can identify the two part. So if it is sports interested, then if it is sports interested, then that means yes or no. And here, if it is yes, always it is yes. If it is no, always it is no. That means, so if sports interested is yes, then always it is yes. That is, all the class levels are belong to the same class. And if sports interested no, then all the class levels are belong to the same class no. Similarly, if it is low, if it is medium, already we have identified. But if it is high, then once again we have to use the same technique. Okay, and we have to identify the gain for the remaining attributes, say college marks, sports interest, communication skill. And we have found that gain of communication skill is higher. So after high school, we have to put the communication skill, and here two parts are there, good and excellent. So if it is good, so all class levels are belong to the same class, so no. And if it is excellent, all class level are belong to the yes, and here it is the leaf. And that is the end of this particular video. Thank you very much.